In this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know to be a digital nomad in Hamburg, Germany, to go visit there, experience it, and get some work done too. First up, on accommodation. Couldn't really find great affordable accommodation in Hamburg, but there was a hostel, Generator Hostels, which is a chain around Europe. They had a dorm for about $30 a night. It wasn't the best thing to be paying $30 a night for a dorm. The reason I paid $30 was because I was there in the summer. Wait until after tourist season and you might cut your accommodation cost in half. The lobby was cool, great social life there, but loud, so not a great place to work. Which brings us to the next topic, which is work. Hamburg does have some great places for work. I found this cafe early on called Hugs and Plugs, which is a really nice, comfortable cafe for working, but it closed at 7 p.m, which for average people who do not procrastinate, it might be a good solution. But for me, wasn't what exactly I needed, because sometimes I need to work a little bit later. But I found a really amazing co-work option called Beehive. They have 2 locations in Hamburg and both of them are awesome.
Spoke to the cleaning guy last night and he said this is like the better location, so check it out.
I go to either location with my key card, get in.
Just in case no one told you today, hello, good morning, you're doing great, I believe in you, nice butt.
It was 80 euros for a week, which depending on your budget might not be worth it for you. It was worth it for me, absolutely, for 2 reasons. One is it had a kitchen. My hostel did not have a kitchen. So being able to go there and make my breakfast and chill and eat something. They had tea and coffee available. They also had snacks that you had to pay for, but it was kind of just like a little box that you put money in. And another thing is that it was 24 hours. So I could go there any time of day. They had a little arcade game. It was just a friendly vibe. They also had external monitors, which was a big deal for me as a video editor. So if your work requires external monitors, that's a big plus as well. Overall, highly recommend them. I think it's totally worth it, especially since when you go to a cafe, you're going to end up spending money on coffee or other stuff. Coffee's free here. You can get your work done, comfortable space, go for it. All right, so it's very echoey here. Next up, we got food. Food was absolutely amazing here. As a vegan, tons and tons of options in grocery stores, fast food, Dunkin' Donuts had vegan food. I was set.
Yeah, I know it's not healthy, all right? I know it's not healthy, but it's my last days in Europe, and there's like vegan Dunkin' Donuts here, so I gotta eat it.
There's even vegan Persian food. Def, check out Dadashi.
Salam.
This is like one of the easiest cities to be vegan in that I've ever been in. Even the movie theater, I went to watch Oppenheimer there at that time, and even the movie theater had vegan options. Amazing. As far as social life is concerned, Hamburg is an incredibly social city. Like I said, my hostel had a lot of social stuff going on. Couchsurfing app is very active. They got social stuff going on. It's got a huge nightlife. I luckily had some friends there, so I spent some time with them, but definitely plenty to do, plenty of people to meet. Really great for that. But something I always recommend on the social side is also fitness. So I used ClassPass to get some great deals on some group fitness here. I actually went to Orange Theory. It was my first time trying it.
It was like their weightlifting class. They have like a 60-minute kind of like routine, and then they also have like a 45-minute weightlifting. And it was with this like really like jacked, like ripped German lady, and she was like as motivating and intimidating as you can imagine.
Really loved it. And through ClassPass, I think my like classes were like 8 to 10 euros, maybe even less than that, which is a third of the cost if I was just to do a single class. Now, getting around, Germany is known for its public transportation. There were like metro buses, which were fairly easy to use. The metro system, like with their machines, was a little confusing to me, but you can get by on it. I actually ended up walking a lot and using scooters a lot just because that's what's really convenient for me. But actually, I learned about the best way to get around near the end of my trip from a friend, which are the free bikes. The first 30 minutes of any ride are free, and then it's super cheap even after that. Hamburg is extremely bike friendly, more so than anywhere else I've ever been. Safety wise, Hamburg is fairly safe. I felt fairly safe there, but there is a lot of homelessness, there's a lot of drug use, and that is something you should be aware of. Honestly, being in the center of the city near the train station, the homelessness issue was very apparent. There was a park that I passed by that was overtaken by people taking drugs. So it was definitely concerning. That being said, Hamburg is a big city, and I think it's only in certain areas where you're going to find this. In other areas, you're not going to see it at all, really. Hamburg is a beautiful city. It really is. It's gorgeous. It's very green. The waterfront is beautiful. And there's just a lot of beautiful historic architecture, which I really appreciated and enjoyed just walking around. So I think it's definitely a cool place to stay. There's a lot going on. There's a huge music culture there. So I think it's worth checking out. Leave a like if you found this video helpful, subscribe to my new free newsletter, and I'll see you next time.